Varus ultimate, Alistar ultimate, all great ultis to steal for Valiant.
Panther ult as well, just to follow
Possibly.
any side pressure, right? And Mundo ult for the maximum dose just gives yourself a bunch of healing.
Domestic record in the ERL with 11 wins, I believe
11
you said.
wins, 0 losses.
11 wins, 0 losses.
Oh, Fleshy going in here. Looking at the trample stun's going to have to flash away. Flash forward from Crowny, in fact. Needs another order. Will find it. Lots returns with first blood. Meanwhile, on the top side, Naknako's trying to trade onto Baus, who uses the Salt Furnace. Can he get him in the zombie form? Naknako flashes the wall. Baus is on the chase, but the Bone Saw will slow him down enough that Naknako gets the solo bowler.
And the fact that Fleshy couldn't quite proc the stun either. He didn't get that last tick for the auto.
Oh, Fleshy moving towards the mid lane, though. Nemesis does have his flash, will go in. Looking for the ignite on Humanoid. Baus now getting chased out by Linsus and Naknako. Naknako's passive means that he's not knocked up by the decimating smash, and Baus will fall. He really wants to get as many autos down as possible in this passive because 700 lead overall. Meanwhile, on the top side, Linsus and Naknako have their leads. Velia is here. Grand Starfall coming in from Linsus as they look for Baus. Unstoppable Onslaught will not get enough of a knockup. Linsus, though, gonna get chased out here by Velia as Naknako falls first. Baus using the zombie very well. Aegis Assault out from Linsus. Velia has hit that level 6, stole away the maximum dosage.
Yeah, they are the comeback kings of the LEC, to say the least. Right now, they're considering a dragon as they set up around the objective. Nemesis.
Emperor's Divide coming out from Humanoid as Nemesis used the Fate Sealed. Linsus on the chase here. Baus was looking for that roam, but Fleshy's here first. Naknako coming across as well. Baus doesn't really have anywhere to go, doesn't have that ultimate either. Knock up from Fleshy, and Baus will fall in the enemy jungle as his team takes the dragon.
So a considerate idea from Baus to come mid, try and help this team, but unfortunately, when you have 3 members of LR...
Reckless here just trying to shadow to make sure that Humanoid can't keep Nemesis from getting the wave crashed. Crowny holding on to the Valkyrie. Great Chain of Corruption. Flash knock up from Fleshy as well. Velia coming in with a Chain of Corruption of his own. Lands it and will get the double. Really good counter game.
Velia at just the right...
If you can bring one person across there, perhaps you can catch Kazi out a little bit. Fleshy once again up towards the top side. Oh, the Unstoppable Onslaught blocked there. Flash away from Baus, though, as Fleshy continues to try and chase him down. There's the trample. Soul Furnace for a bit of a shield, but Naknako and Fleshy should be able to take him out. The wave is crashing. Baus will be happy enough to have got that one in. Velia going in with a rocket belt. Trying to chase Naknako down. He will be able
to the party a few seconds earlier, and that could have been a very different fight. Humanoid, though, looking for Nemesis.
It's just going to be damage, really. Grand Starfall coming out. Fate Sealed from Nemesis does get him to safety. Yeah.
Happens.
Nemesis will be happy enough to only use his ultimate in exchange for Humanoid's flash.
And now, I mean, Velia should come in.
Yeah.
There's no flash.
There's the Emperor's Divide. Humanoid needs to get out of here. Shifting Sands will get him a bit of distance, but there's no one on this side of the map to help him out. Velia can keep chasing in, does have the flash. Absconder ducked. Goes in with the Abscond. Kingslayer closes the gap. Abduct goes wide. Emperor's Divide, though, now catches Humanoid out, but Linsus flashes forward. Still, Velia gets the kill. His third of the game. Popping off on this side.
So the game of punishing that aggression, and he finds himself with a 3-0-1 scoreline.
But the big lead, really, for LR is the fact that Fleshy hasn't been bought, and because of that, Crowny's almost 2k ahead. Velia, once again, up towards this top side. Maximum dosage coming out from Naknako as he tries to escape with no flash at his disposal. The chase down might just come out. He goes where he pleases, picks it up again, trying to get that CC resistance, but can't get it. Velia steals away the maximum dosage, will heal himself back up, and Linsus can only catch the wave. Fate sealed in the mid lane as Nemesis looks for the chase. Reckless is here, Fleshy too far away, and Humanoid can't shift the sands. Apart from the ones that fall on his face, 6 feet under.
In the top lane, a gank in the mid lane, pressure continuing bot. Fleshy, though, he wants to answer back.
Crowny holding the flash, but still going to get head-butted up. No Valkyrie on him. There's the trample. He tries to turn it around and puts the damage into Kazi. Crowny forces Kazi away. The Trinity force.
The Azir is going to be coming up, and if they kill Baus, that's fine, but they're losing the dragon in exchange.
Yeah, Humanoid comes in, Fleshy there with a follow-up knockup. Baus will die here. Doesn't have the Unstoppable Onslaught, but he is distracted Vitality for as long as they needed. The Drake now will be going over 2 lost returns. Humanoid just trying to get some gold into his...
Still got after his death. That is the definition of a good death.
Grand Starfall coming down towards the bot lane. I agree. Naknako's going to be chased out by Reckless on the top side here. Cosmic Binding does land. Baus just trying to clear out the way. Fleshy going in with a knockback under the tower. Naknako pops the maximum dosage, but with a Cosmic Binding on him. And the Ignite taking maximum dosage, healing him up. Velia's going to have to chase him down. Meanwhile, Baus is killed on the bottom side. Velia will get one. Both the top laners fall.
It's a trade of top laners that I think LR is quite happy with.
Yeah. They have the Rift Herald as well.
They have the Rift Herald. They're going to get this tower, and they should be able to run it into the next tower as well. Fleshy is going to be hovering around the top side. There's nothing he can do about this, though. Velia just going to run that straight towards the tower. Gold continues to be gained.
TP behind Betty. Humanoids looking for this. They think perhaps they can catch Nemesis and Velia unawares. Fate Seal available for Nemesis, does have the flash as well. Fleshy goes in, looking for the knockup. Sun Disc down, Emperor's Divide, collide! But the Fate Seal finds Humanoid, he tries to shift his hands and get the shield, but it's not enough, and the Sun Disc won't save Fleshy under the tower, because Baus is here! The Soul Unbound out, and Nemesis gets into safety and Lost Return.
It's an easy double. Baus gonna pick that one up.
Baus TPing in as well meant that...
No, perfect description, Kadril, yes.
Baus TPing in meant that isn't likely
and
coming
again,
bots.
Look at what's happening.
Yeah.
They're ganking Baus. Dragon is available. 3 uncontested dragons. And again, like, you might sit there and say, like, oh, why are they being so biased? Why are they... This is just the Baus. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm looking at that Pantheon, and I think he's ulting mid.
Crowny has the flash, has the barrier, has the Valkyrie. We use the first of those tools with the chain of corruption chasing him down. The shutdown going over to Kazi. Here's the thing, first Baron of the game doesn't usually get you too much other than towers. There's only 1 tier 1, 2 tier 1s in fact for Vitality to raise after this. But while this is happening, something that Lost Returns have done really well this split is understanding when you just play the
deal. Here comes the TP from Nako now as well, and here we go.
Bounce on the flank. Look and see if he can get behind Vitality. Nako will keep him at bay. Nemesis chipped away at. Nako's still just standing on the Baus, going to block the unstoppable onslaught. Velia steals away the Alistair ultimate. Fleshy goes in with a knockup. There's the Temper Fade as well. Fleshy down to half HP. Baus on the backline. The Dragon, an afterthought here for Lost Returns as they see the fight that could get them into playoffs. The dive in from Nemesis, Lynx was forced away. Baus low, Emperor's Divide in, as Humanoid takes down Crowny. Nako now on the backline trying to kill off Nemesis, but Velia's in his way. Baus forces people away up towards the top side as he goes down as well. Lynx is coming in, Velia healing up. Lynx is trying to flash the wall, but he face plants. Nemesis can rejoin the fight with Immortal Steel. The stopwatch from Velia. Nemesis trying to get in here. Velia gets the magical journey away from the fight. Nemesis able to keep Nako and Lynx from chasing any further.
Oh my goodness, the fight is so close. Velia, he needs a heal for the W. He's going to steal the ultimate away.
Maximum dosage for him. Reset coming out from Lynxus. He does have the Grand Sample, but Nako needs his teammates on his side. Velia chases him down. The Mundo can't go anywhere as Velia brings down the chains.
That is going to be not going to be able to get in range.
He's got Grand Sample.
He does have the ult.
Lynxus doesn't have Smite right now, but he'll have it in just a second. Magic coming out as well as Lynxus dives in. Fleshy with a double knockup. Lynxus steals it! Lynxus steals it, and they get the kill on Nemesis. Velia and Reckless now need to run for the hills. They need to get out. Tempered Fate perfect, and Reckless finds the 2. Crowny looking for damage onto Fleshy, who will go back in with a headbutt pulverize. No Emperor's Divide. At the moment, a Humanoid is a 4v3 in Lost Returns' favor. Velia steals away the Emperors. But he can't get the damage in as Humanoid uses the stopwatch. Lynxus with Nature's Assault, knocked up with a decimated smash. Onslaught going in from Baus as he continues to chase forward. Humanoid turns it back around, Crowny on the back foot. Reckless no mana, and Vitality. None of that summoner either on Vitality, so the engage has to be a flank position. Lynxus clears out the control ward. Tempered Fate going out as Baus looks to the backline but can't get in. Nemesis is going to chase Lynxus out, stunned up with the shield bash. There's the Emperor's Divide onto Baus. He has to flash to try and get out, but the Chain of Corruption is going to chase him down, and Baus has fallen. Perhaps not a good death there. The Lost Returns the gold lead down to a K. Vitality turn their attentions towards the top river.
And this Dragon becomes the main win condition. My goodness, what a scrap this game has been. An 8-0-3 scoreline for Velia. He's getting closer to that level 16 mark. Well, I mean, there's... Oh, good. Hang on a minute. What are they fishing for? Bowser snuck his way in.
Looking for Lynxus, looking for Lynxus. Nemesis going in with a base shield as well. Lynxus with the Age of Assault has to flash across the wall. TP coming in from Nako. Nemesis looking for more damage, but Lynxus is able to survive for now. Velia going in, stolen away the Alistair ultimate. Velia will get the shutdown. Kills his enemy jungler now with the Unbreakable Will. He can do a lot of work. He can survive a long time. Trample coming out. Unstoppable onslaught from Baus, distracting the enemy team once again, allowing Velia to escape. Now Nako on the front line. Temper Fate out and Reckless. Meanwhile, the Drake is Crowny, and Nemesis are trying to take it. They'll secure it! A mountain top!
Pretty much equal across the board. XP is still behind for LR. We're grouping up in mid lane though. Here we go.
Knockback onto Belly, but he still has the Zhonya's. Fleshy now, he went in, he's caught out. Chain of Corruption coming out of Castle just before he gets caught in the Tempered Fate. The Emperor's Divide back, Baus on the front line. Nako caught up with the Amscon. He's going to have to flash as well. Vitality fighting a man down as Lost Returns begin to advance. Still 90 seconds before the Baron comes up, but Lost Returns will be looking towards those inhibitors. If they can get through mid, it makes the Baron play a lot easier.
It's only a single pick. The rest of Vitality have to back off. Humanoid so close, but look at the damage he throws back onto Velia.
Nemesis, Fate Seal doesn't quite connect. Humanoid dashes in with the shifting side. Decimating Smash coming out as well, but he pops Sonya's just in time to avoid the knockup. Humanoid trying to get away from Baus, who does have the flash. Decimating Smash, Humanoid has to flash away from it. Meanwhile, the wave is here to continue Lost Returns advance 6 seconds before the support is back up for Vitality, before they can make it a 5v5. A Grand Star fall in as Nemesis falls first, but Baus is in the way again. They look for Crowny, he flashes. Can he escape? Baus sacrificing himself, and Crowny on a sliver, holding on to life by the tips of his fingers. He'll survive for now, but he's spotted out, and Kazi's on the chase. TP's behind him. Crowny's used that Valkyrie. The Mountain Soul shield is back up. Piercing arrow short again. The Corky not quite caught yet, but Lince's still looking for him and spots him with the oracles. Crowny, they know you're there. Lince sinks a spear through his heart, and perhaps through the hearts of Lost Returns. Only Velia and Reckless left alive.
They have to stall. They have the Tempered Fate to use onto the tower. If they want to buy a little bit of time, they're going to use it early. They need to store for as long as they can. LR overstay their welcome in the middle lane. Vitality have set their sights on the Nexus as Kazi crosses 1,500 kills.
1,500 kills, but looking for one more scalp. Lost Returns their target right now. Velia caught in the chains. Flashy knocks him back. The Nexus towers will both fall. Velia and Nemesis there with a Fate Seal to catch his 3, but it's just not enough. Vitality will cull the Rats, will take them down, and will take their destiny out of their hands.
My goodness, what a back and forth scrap. LR, after finding that pick onto Flashy, they think that they can go all the way, they think they can get more, but they overstay their welcome. My goodness.
Oh,
LR came so close. They
can interrupt the Rel when she goes for those engages. You can hook her out of her crash down, but good Rels are able to navigate their way around that, and it looks like both teams kind of just going for relatively traditional. Topside for a second, make sure he knows where Isma is so that Tau isn't at risk. Emperor's Divide coming out, Camilo flashing after it hits him. Jackie's his low mana, but there's the Cataclysm follow-up. And look at it, Betty. Azir and Jarvan in perfect unity.
Absolutely.
Use effectively, as KCB will take the Dragon, or at least start it up. Collapse is beginning. Jun only level 5, does have the flash, could look for a flash hook, but with the smite coming down, KCB take it, and perhaps he can find a good hook. Yukino chasing him down, there's the dredge line away. Jun's still stunned up with the Shadowing Strike, with the Seismic Shove coming in, he has to burn a flash of his own.
Yukino looks like he's eyeing up a play, not going to find much though. The Q1 will connect. Isma's made his way down, he's now in the river. They
Emperor's Divide going out, Camilo caught out, doesn't have the flash, he'll fall first. And thought he had more protection with Prime and Yukino being around, but unable to be protected from a good Emperor's Divide out of Jackie's to complete his first item. So might be that they decide they can't really fight around this first objective. Good dredge line, Shadowing Strike still going to connect. Magnet Storm for the pullback. Jun has no flash, does still have the heal, has the aftershock as well. Depth charge down onto Camilo. Isma there for the chase with the flag, Dragon, the knock-up. Can still chase him down here with the Cataclysm, but with Prime coming in and Yukino there, Jun's going to fall, so is Camilo. Jackie's TP's in. Hazel here to bolster the attack, but Noah's going to join the fray. Hazel dashes away. Yukino needs to do the same. A Killer Instinct in! Immediately locked up by Prime with the Shadowing Strike. The ward's going down. The Oracle stops the vision for Noah, but Jackie slides and glides, and Hazel falls as he flashes into the the Wolf Pit. Isma there to chase Prime out, and Giant
and it cost them.
Yukino going to start up the grubs as TP coming towards the top side as Isma looks for his next target. 3-0. Unstoppable Onslaught out from Lot as he chases onto Tau. Flash forward, looking for the slow here as well. With an equalizer down, Yukino might be able to turn it around onto Lot. Tanks a couple of tower shots. The Infernal Chain's going to pull him back, and there's the Q3 with the Darkin Blade. Yukino gets his second of the game.
Okay, so a 1-for-1.
Just go up into this jungle. Hazel back underneath this tower. Prime spots them. Hex flash forward from Jun. Underneath the tower, though, Shadowing Strike and the interrupt. Hazel transcends, and down goes Jun, but immediately the dive in. The barrier from Hazel enough. Isma not tanking enough tower shots to fall himself, but the dive caught off very sharpish from Giant X.
Yeah, an ambitious play from Jun as he Hex flashes over the wall. Now
Lot has no flash. Used it trying to kill Tau before. And it's an easy enough repeat gank for Yukino, who will get the kill, I think, with the chains proc there. Or maybe with the red buff, as now he turns his attention over to the grubs. Already picked up one of these.
Well, if I can get a kill onto Isma, maybe this could be a play, but he's got to catch that mid wave. The bot lane is basing. They can't afford to overstay, especially with their jungler on the top side of the map. So instead it will be a 1-for-1 in terms of dragons.
We'll come back to the fight at about full HP. Now holding on to that equalizer. Leandri's double amp tome TPs into the back of the pit. Ismo and Jun are looking. Gonna land the dredge line onto Prime, and Prime is down before the fight even really materializes. Cataclysm in, depth charge going down onto Yukino as well. In the end, KCB should leave this one. Hazel can't get across it easily. Another hook going down. There's the equalizer on the backline. Slice and shove not going to connect. Kamilu already very low, but Isma's burned to a crisp with the TP coming in from Lot. Now KCB disengage. A good dredge line again from Jun. Emperor's Divide will catch out Yukino, and Giant X collapse on the fight.
Yeah, Prime just steps a little too far
forward. A lot of eggs in the Noah basket.
I mean, Noah Kaiser, man. Trying through pick. Jun, though, talking about positioning, but awkward for him.
Crashdown's going to come out. Death charge used as well. He's going to have the aftershock, but he still gets burnt by Tau. Another kill going, or first kill going over. Has been caught out a couple of times, though.
Yeah, overall, a solid game.
Good flashing from Jackie's. Kamilu has not had a fun time at all on the Talia in this game. Jackie's constantly finding he never went through the Victor Grasp of the Undying. Oh, did he? Was there a Zig
He's
grasp?
Played, yes, he has. He's played every Keystone as well. There is
no Guardian, though. You leave that to Impact as Yukino gets hooked with the dredge line. He's going to land the Dark in Blade. Ripto's going to charge in here and take out the tower, but Yukino's able to escape from the Cataclysm. Still the turret going over to kill for them. TP coming behind as well as it's Tau who's going to join the fight. Jun trying to get away. Inferno Chain's going to land on him. Cataclysm flash out from Isma. And now they go in with the Magnet Storm. Isma will fall. And KCB might turn their attentions towards the Baron. They'll start it up immediately. Question is, do Giant X want a bit of this? Do you want a piece of the fight? Do you want a little bit of spice, Noah?
It's slow.
So fed. It is very slow. No flame spitter being used by Tau, holding on to the spells in case a fight begins. Dredge line wide, Unstoppable Onslaught coming in. Lot holds it up short. Equalizer on the backline, clips onto Noah and onto Jackie's. Yukino getting chunked out as well. 5,000 on the Baron right now.
Hang on
Side shove on a couple. The Emperor's Divide coming out as well, but Jackie's going to fall first. Noah still on the backline, trying to get onto Kamilu. The barrier out from Noah. Killer Instinct in. Kamilu flashes the wall. Lot in his zombie form, unable to do anything. A triple for Yukino, and KCB bite back.
Hang on just a minute now. KCB's, the knockback that's going to come through from Kamilu is the key difference maker. Here it is, connects to the crash down. We're back at the
Jun caught again. Locked up in the Magnet Storm, no escape for him.
What's going on?
Drake's up in a minute's time. KCB have evened out the goal. They've made a couple of really good mid-game decisions.
Well, here we go.
Now they're starting up the Drake. Isma in the back of the pit. Weaver's Wall out will separate Noah and Jackie's. Isma needs to get out as well as Noah dives in with a killer instinct. Hazel able to dodge across the wall. The damage onto Lot is huge as he dives in, but Hazel still takes him. 1-for-1 the exchanges. We've already seen Jun go down as well. Noah on the wrong side of dodge. He's just going to die to this tower. Tries to supercharge his way away. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the Drake because Noah's just going to die to tower anyways. Drake was taken and is by KCB. Noah able to escape and survive onto Kamilu. The flag and drag in. Yukino needs to do a lot of work here because there's 2 damage dealers to 1. Prime runs for the hills as Yukino escapes as well. In the end, KCB get the Drake and most of them get out alive.
I mean, it's a 3-for-2, but again...
That was just a clump of messiness.
It certainly was. I mean, I can tell you right now, Jarvan ultimate on top of a Rumble ultimate. That Rumble ain't yours.
Jackie's has the realize here. Isma's on his way across as well, and Tau now needs to get out because there's a TP behind him. Prime is coming in to try and help out his top laner, but wisely decides to back away. One death is still Prime, and it's all that KCB will give up in this bot side.
So a bit of a blunder there from
Baron with Dusk and Dawn and the Plasma procs going.
Oh, they're melting this.
Goes down so quickly. Vision needed for Yukino. Has the control. Puts it in the back of the pit. Can try and Umbral Trespass across this wall. Can go in with the dash. Tau getting locked up. Weaver's Wall on the backside as well. Yukino just looking for the Baron. There's the equalizer as well. A great seismic jump. Giant X started it. But KCB are damn well finishing it. The only one left standing is Noah. And Yukino does not want that to happen. Yukino on the chase. It's an ace. KCB, take a bow!
That was a flawless execution from KCB. A perfect ult from Prime into a perfect team fight and a Baron steal to be the icing on the cake. Just like that, KCB is going to end the game.
What a moment for KCB taking down Giant X in their final game of LEC Versus. What a fight! What a way to close it out. They'll go back to the LFL, but for now they are victors. in the LEC, KCB continue to build the blue wall.
I mean, what a way to end the versus. Naturally disappointed with where they placed, but my goodness. Some names on this roster have had some serious impact. I think Prime has made great plays, but what a way to end the split like that. Yukino a 7-1-8 scoreline, but to also steal the Baron, be a key carry throughout that game. There are players on this roster that I expect we will see skirmishing once they hit level 6. Their scaling also isn't that bad. We're going to see a return of the Rek'Sai towards top lane for Rooster. Very much just a neutralizing tank matchup.
Teams to win: Navi, KC, and G2 in the next 3 games. For SK, they're already locked out of playoffs. There's a few millennials from the UK with a very niche size humor would have got those jokes. The upper going in here with the Ghost, looking for Product. Puts down the Featherstorm, flash away, still gets him with the blades. Yopper with a solo kill in bot side.
Okay, Yopper style.
To heal up, we'll take 1 Dragon auto from it, but still a net gain of HP. Nuke here, no flash. Mickey can look for the quickness. There's the Emperor's Divide, stunned up by the Unraveled Earth, but still the charm going down onto Nuke. Needs to get to the safety of his teammates. Bukata's on his way across. Nuke surviving with the heal, and there's the Cyclone onto Mickey, who flashes the wall, but Bukata chases him. Lands the crushing blow. Trimby with an unbreakable will survive through the damage of Skeens and Leader, and in the end, it's Shifters who get the kill.
So
Flash, right? So he stunned himself going in with it, but you could put the Unraveled Earth down because you knew that you were going to get chased out. You knew they were going for a fight onto you. Mickey diving away here as the Void Rush in from Rooster, almost killing off Mickey for the second time for anything. Hasn't got the Unsealed Spellbook, so didn't have something like an Ignite at his disposal. Skeen's going to try and save Wonder's life here. Public Execution is back off cooldown. They jump in, they CC him, and the Ambassador does not have a chance to use anything before she falls. Skeens now needs to be a little bit careful because this tower is pretty damn low. He's going to start to walk away. They'll get rid of that CC from the Goes Where He Pleases and still get the knockback onto him. There's the trample stun for the follow-up. Good knockup coming out from Mickey. Charm as well with the quickness will stop the advance of Shifters, but Mickey not got those wards that he really wanted to stay around. SK are going to start up the Drake. There's the Hex Gate behind by Trimby. He looks for the engage. Emperor's Divide down on him. Unbreakable will use as well alongside the Locket. Quickness, Charm into Public Execution. They're diving onto Nuke. He's going to be able to flash the wall. Deadly Plume is coming out with the Featherstorm as well. Rooster's already killed off 1, but Yopper will answer with 1 of his own. Cyclone on the backline. Yopper's going to have to flash, and now Wonder's left. The Wolves, but Bukata unable to take him out in time. Seismic Shove back on Skeens, but has the passive backup, means that he's not knocked back. Shifters low, as are SK. Question is, can Skeens and Leader with the maximum dosage heal up?
They have the HP, I feel.
And the Hex Soul is actually, the Hex Drake is slowing down Shifters. They need to be worried about these bouncing autos.
They're coming back already. Supports back out onto the Rift. Hex Gate's going to be used. Trimby's on his way. Bukata just doesn't have the HP. I think Shifters can't afford to fight this.
Weaver's Wall coming out. Nuke trying to separate the fight out. Seismic Shove missing as Nuke, even with the Saris, is unable to trade into Yopper. Meanwhile, the Dragon going down. It's Skeens that gets it. We'll see Leader falling, Product exhausted, but Mickey trying to play a 1v4 here, doesn't have the damage to kill off the enemy AD carry. The Drake is secured for SK, but they lose 2 lives. Tower will fall in his face as Rooster has a 1.6k gold lead. Pretty hard to take down as that armor from the plated steel caps. Yopper now caught out, doesn't have the flash. Featherstorm will be used. Quickness out from Mickey, but he can't dash forward because he's in Unraveled Earth, and now tries to dash away, but he's locked up again with another Cyclone. Shifters find 2 in the mid lane. Leader a mile away from the fight right now, but begins to step up. Rooster going to take the Hex Gate behind. 3,000 on the Drake. Skeens on that front line. The smite comes out, but it's Nuke that secures it. Mickey trying to get in with a charm, gets the double knockup, but Product is so far untouched. Wonder will kill off Nuke. Product now can step back forward, but it's a 3v4 in SK's favor, and Yopper will go hunting. Takes out Product, gets a double. The Drake secured for Shifters.
Duty. Look at his position. He's going to try and track where Bukata is.
He goes across with the Hex Gate. Now Rooster and Bukata beginning to collapse. Leader still has the Emperor's Divide and puts it down to keep Bukata at bay. Now look for the knockup. Bukata uses the decoy well, dashes away with an Ember Strike and will survive. The Baron, though, does go over to SK. Now Rooster looking for a re-engage with Trimby here in TPs. Perhaps Shifters can find SK on the disengage. Rooster deep. A counter teleport coming in as Leader dashes across the wall, and Rooster needs to get out of there. He'll flash, he'll dash, he'll escape with a burrow, but has to go underground to get away from SK, who all survive with the Baron.
Okay, so a big
3-way push for SK as they try and take all of the remaining outer towers.
Good job by SK. They're really making use of this Baron to the fullest. Looks like they're not going to be able to win off the back of this.
I mean, they might. The quickness going out. Rooster's going to fall. Wonder on the right side of the wall as well, but Skeens joined by Mickey as they get knocked back with a seismic shove. Public execution onto the backline. Nuke. Wonder is the target as Shifters collapse on him, and now a 4v3 in Shifters' favor. Mickey knocked up. Trimby with a good flash forward. The Emperor's divide out from leader. But for Duck, untouched. Bukada there as well. A quadra for the Duck. He's going quackers. He'll find himself a pentakill.
Duck finds a penta for Shifters as SK.
If they can get this, it is still Seoul. The goal is still pretty much even between these two teams. A 1.6k lead at this moment doesn't matter too much. Skeens walking in and just dying. Deleted where he stands. Rooster on the back line looking for Wonder. The Drake secured by Shifters. As Rooster continues to chase in, Mickey able to dash away. Public execution. Rooster blocks it. Paduk trying to chase down Wonder, but a good flash across the wall will get him to safety. And with the waves, it looks like bot wave might be the target for Shifters. They have a man advantage for the next 40 seconds. Mickey, you just got, okay, flash, gets the knock up. Yopper's just going to kill off Nuke. There's the quickness flash we were talking about earlier on, Betty, as Rooster TP's in. Counter teleport coming out as Wonder's going to join the fray. Exhaust onto Rooster, Cyclone from Bukada just to try and buy some distance, and manages to do exactly that. Trimby should be able to use the movement speed from the Shrine to get himself. He walked in, he was thinking, oh, if I can just steal the soul, maybe that's enough. As SK set up around the Baron once more.
Oh, they're just going to start this. Okay.
I mean, they do it very quickly. 5-item Zaya. Mickey going to dash across here. The Baron already gone. Skeens will land the slide on this one. Rooster now the target as Wonder dashes in. Rooster able to escape for now, but SK might look for the offensive. Paduk still has that GA. Trimby dashes forward. Mickey knocked back and Shifters find one. Bukada going in with the Cyclone as well. Good Emperor survived by leader, but Paduk is dashing in and looking for these kills. Skeens his target, public execution on him, but he's still got the GA. Yopper with the Featherstorm will be able to take out one. Trimby's his target. Rooster though kills off Yopper. Wonder's gonna fall as well. And SK may have got the Baron, but at what cost?
An ace is secured for Shifters as they tear apart down just like that. The death timers are long. We're 38 minutes into this game, and Shifters are looking to keep their playoff hopes alive.
It should just be done. Only Mickey up. Does have the quickness. He's up in 5:20 on leader, though. Shifters have done what they can today to keep themselves in the playoff race. They need NAVI, KC, and G2 to win at least 2 of those for them to make it to our top 8.
Shifters find a much-needed win. With that Baron falling, it was a scary situation, but they find a much-needed fight. Huge credit to Paduk, really coming alive in those final team fights and putting on the carry performance that Shifters needed to bring it across the finish line. Again, their spot in playoffs is not secured, but they're much closer than they are compared to if they had lost.
Oh yeah, if they'd lost, they'd be out. So you can vote for one of them in your player of the game votes. Bukada.
The opportunity to push the lane into Nico, because she can hit Nico while also hitting the wave. Nami doesn't have that same level because all of her spells interact with the enemy team.
Yep.
So it means that for Nico hitting most of their spells on this bottom side to put pressure onto MKOI's bot lane. And you already see Main just crash the wave, so he's fine. Obi taking a lot of damage though.
A huge chunk, and this is, we don't always see the matchup exactly like this, but Jojo now running out of mana as Poby spaces nicely from the threaded volley.
Around this mid lane to try and help LEC in taking away these camp again.
So as Raptor spawns, here's Elyoya. As you said, Alvaro's going to be here first. Paris not too far behind in 2v2, but at make it 3 with Jojo. He's able to snap over the wall. LEC flashes into the Talia. Jojo burns his, but now LEC has no way to get over the wall. He blocks the damage from Elyoya, but he's caught against the hard place. First blood into Jojo's waiting's arms as Aqua Prison avoided narrowly by Paris. But MKOI, what Elyoya right now is dangerous as Paris comes to help.
Yeah. He's engaged though.
Again, the shield is up. Aqua Prison as well. LEC disrespect. Elyoya's one hit away though, and will give a kill over to Sam D. A 1-for-1 as Navi mid laners are fighting up top, while Alvaro, running out of mana, has to run through bot. A bit of a
play on the bottom side for Navi.
Maybe, but Dragon's on regardless. LEC is going to hover. He'll get the Corky with Triforce. It just feels so much stronger. Easy to proc, easy to take those summoners, and easy to take the dragon at the end as well. Chemtech roll.
They're even investing more gold into Jojo. Like, he is the strongest portion of MKOI. Hey. And they're kind of realizing, hang on, as long as Jojo can win out on the side lane, then you have to put these resources as Navi into trying to push him back. And Navi right now just don't really have those resources. Like, sure, you have the Pantheon, but it hasn't really worked out.
Painter. Okay,
there
Wings out,
okay.
Wings of Fury interrupts Jojo. That one ate a bug. That's for real as Rilech knocks down the kill.
And that's what you wanted to see. Navi immediately getting that ultimate off. And good job by Mainter as well, just clipping Jojo before he can escape.
Meanwhile, Poby in a bit of trouble in the top lane. He's got Flash available, doesn't pop, but he knows he's dead. Decimating smash into the hand. Elyoya slaps him silly.
And that's a good cross map from Elyoya, but now Navi trying to collapse.
Vault Breaker over the wall. Rilech is there waiting, stun out as well. Paris gets the flash out of Elyoya. The enemy jungler running away from Navi, the tidal wave. Good defensive maneuvers. Vault Breaker back in with an Acro Prism, but hang on a minute. Hang on a minute! Pop Blossom from hell! Paris sets it up. Elyoya has to stand his ground, but where's the damage? Super just got to kill Paris. Mainter now in without an ulti. And the stun up onto Merwin, yeah, it's great, but the damage wasn't there. Root comes in after the TP, and now the top laner just has to stand and look at MKOI. So uncoordinated from Navi. But they do, because at their peak, MKOI are 5 players that play on the edge of risk. MKOI also going to get themselves really looking for a pick rather, to navigate the game. Ulti on the super, but Acro Prism, oh my god, Alvaro! What a read! The big one maxes range as well, and this Nami is clean. This fish has been swimming for years as Poby gets out of there, but not for long. Here's the pick'em composition, and Poby gets smacked down. And at least lead to a gold lead.
And it may lead to MKOI being in playoffs. This is where MKOI needed to step up, and this is significantly cleaner than we've seen.
Seismic shot back, he's got the shield up, but the whole team is here. Steps forward, knows he can't go anywhere, and Elyoya will survive. Outer turret goes down rather inner. This is showing you why you can never count out MKOI. This is showing you why there are going to be some pretty sweaty rodents right now in the chat as Rilech, half HP already, stunned up. Acro Prism tidal wave as well. And a Scion ult from downtown Merwin flew in and shut the door. Now Navi backs up against the wall as Poby has nowhere to shift to. MKOI, when they see blood, they take.
That was so well orchestrated by MKOI. Merwin coming in, the truck slams into Navi, and it's just putting a break and all this
taken. Rilech has his ulti, but he's 15 seconds in the dirt. And for MKOI, they're putting the finishing touches on this game. I mean, this has gone from close to already gone. There's no contest. And Paris is going to play the ultra long con, looking for that long bot push. Legendary support never could. The angle is here. He finds a new
MKOI
brush.
are fishing, they know something's up.
They're like, where is Paris? Jumping back in, the Weaver's wall is out. They're a little bit fishy, you're right. Paris now caught out, and he's like, what do I do? Seismic shove avoided, but down he goes. The Navi support, it doesn't even have Navi nearby.
But can they make a play onto Merwin instead? You got the ult from Rilech, but Navi seems scared.
They got to do something, because they are just passively losing 10k in the dirt. Baron's now going to open up bot turret. Navi had to make a play, and I fear it's way too late. It's flush away from Rilech. It just opens up inhibitor. Guess what? Mid is now open as well. Main's just like, okay, it's my turn, but he's isolated. One by one, they decide to go in, and now stepping up to the plate is super into Sam D. The flash engage, the flick back. Poby can't move. Navi are playing Spectator League of Legends. There's the pop blossom we were promised, but Paris, his team is dead. Navi were hyped up, you're right, Dagda, and the Ruts were hoping they could get it done today. But MKOI are fearless. An absolute domination over Navi to be studied. Looking once again like an insane team as they lock in playoffs in easy fashion.
It didn't feel like they had any hope. MKOI, from start to finish, they played well around the split map. Jojo looked fantastic in mid, and this constant push and pull around the map looking for picks was just too much for Navi to handle.
You can vote for your player of the game, Elyoya, Super, or Alvaro. Navi already locked into setup. But do you think they're like a shotgun comp, or what are we talking about?
I mean, KC is all about the poke, right?
Okay,
it's
KC,
try and land a lot of that from the Varus, from the Jace, even a Blanc like Distortion in. Accelerated Shock Blast combo with your first strike, which gives you just about enough gold on your first reset.
3 before, now for KC, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, and you got push in mid as well, so I think we'll have, yeah, Sten has to reset. Can't stick around for fear that people are going to come across. Going a little low.
Nah, calculated.
Has the help of his team, so we'll all be fine.
is Yehu. Yehu's up 20-something CS. I think he's bullying the hell out of Seren. He got counterpicked for mid, and it's working out well as Team Heretics are now going to try to do something well down pod. Flash over though, Sten, beautiful. Busio gets out of the way of the rubble into a corner. It's first blood, matched with second, overheating. Kalez dies to the fourth. Ice lines him down and the pins are shot into the ground.
Massive timing exploit there. Bottom side though. Expecting Sheo, I think, to go towards these Void Grubs, but he's actually moving into this bottom side to help protect them.
Something back for KC. As you said, that cleanse is now up and available for Ice. Chain miss there and a whiff from Kalist as Sten gets the hook in, but with the Tangle Bars follow-up as well, depth charge has to be used. Curtain Call going to come out. Busio has to block every shot here. Teleport in the flank. Heretics have an angle on Kalist, but the TP is so damn slow. Seren flash between worlds, and he gets both. Another double in the bot lane of trouble.
Bot lane die is the name. As KC to go down, but Kana, low mana and no ultimate, makes him a little bit less threatening. You see here though, KC just trying to set up for that poke. But this should be Heretics.
Look at the way Flash dredge line. No setup here from KC. Instead of pick on support, Busio's down. Yehu was looking for an angle himself, and there is a steal onto Dragon, so KC get double for the life of Busio. But only time will tell if that's really worth it. Team Heretics keep stacking up the gold.
That smite was clutch from Yike, because a kill and Dragon going over would have been a complete disaster, but at least giving yourself a little bit of time here with 2 Dragons now for KC. Heretics really would have liked to start stacking those objectives up now.
And Yikes, by the way, is just picking up gold piece by piece once again here on the Jace. No ultis in top laners, so for Trayson, he should have the edge for now, but Kana looking for the flip, even out of ulti form. It connects, and once again, Trayson in trouble as Busio on his respawns now come top the range. Trayson lucky to be alive, he's running for his life. The setup needs to come through, but there's no roaming LeBlanc. Not yet. Team Heretics looking to cover. Yike still looking for the dive. Trayson, one more shock blast into hammer form. He flashes, he still gets hit. Equalizer down. Flash away from Yike. Team Heretics on the chase, but I don't know about this one. Kana's going to get the acceleration, get a bit of movement speed. Flash away from the dredge line between worlds. Gets to Cassandre, but he needs a bit more damage if he's fallen down. And Seren will complete. Heretics get one back. It is on to Seren again, who's now 4-0.
It's a 1-for-1, but looking at mid, LeBlanc starting to take those turret plates. May even honestly take that mid lane turret as Heretics extend further.
Yike needed his mana back, so he got the camp. Sheo flashes forward, he wants the blood, and with the dredge line, how easy is that? Sheo with a kill up as well in this game. He's getting out of hand as 1v1 between Eddie carries. He's firing off Kalist, missed the ulti, and Ice is running at him. Doesn't even need to count to 4. The blood is raining, and Heretics are making it flow faster.
Heretics know this game matters, and they are putting everything on the Rift. KC, they're falling apart here.
Yeah, who's going to run out? He's okay for now. Trayson made the roam down. Nothing down on the bottom side of the map. It's just swapping lanes here so Trayson can get some turret plating. But Sheo is speeding the game up. I have to say as well, Seren's roams. At first, it sacrificed so much in the CS department, but it has paid off twice now. That goal's just about even between mid.
Stend is playing out of his mind.
And he is too.
We've been looking at Busio as the best support in the league, like with Alvaro and him battling it out. But Stend has come in and he's flashed Tango Barbs. He's flash engaged onto Busio to set up kills. And he's the one that's setting up these plays on the top side. Stend is playing fantastically here, and it does start off.
Is that from one spell from the mid laner?
Yeah, that's Heretics fighting back. Huge poke from Seren. Nullifies
it. Really matters as Trayson goes back up towards top wave. Ice gets poked out a little bit, and even though Kalist is behind 2,000 gold, I mean, it's still a lethality virus. It's still a very big poke 80 carry with Yike as well as Chain's Corruption Connect, and the turret now gone. Stand poured out. He's had a great game so far, but now with his pads down, what can he do? Curtain Call's lining down, and Kalist behind his whole team. He gets saved. Mid turret falls.
Still though, KC all grouped up on this mid wave, and it's just opening up for Seren to push in on bottom side.
Okay, picked up. Oh no, flashes away. Gets out with the blast cone, but I don't think he's out. Yike's still looking for the follow-up. Kana's there, slams him against the wall. Back to the ocean with him, and Stan twice now has been the picking grace.
And now KC looking for Trayson.
But need a binding to connect here. For the chains, it does max range. Yehu gets the stun down. The poke, the range comes in handy, and Yike launches. Hammer time for Yike again.
Yehu has been so clean with these chains and setting up the plays.
And watch and wait and hope. As Heretics start off the dragon, if only softly, Dagda. going down very, very cautiously as Busio looks for an angle onto Trayson. KC line the river. Seren here goes in. Viz tries to make a play, but KC aren't stepping up. Equalizer in the river with the ultimate setup as well. Trayson, it's a beautiful one. Trayson's kept them at bay. Heretics have already found 2, and the Dragon. Kana came in to help finish off the fight, but the fight is done for Heretics. And over the wall, Yahoo, bit of poke, but there's not enough damage. They pounce.
Sets up for Heretics, and they immediately turn over towards the Baron as well.
Oh, it's gone? I mean, it's who jumps forward with a distortion. Sten got poked out again, and I'm going to retract my previous statement. There's still quite a lot as Callista's hanging all the way back. This is a fight brewing in the river that KC really want to take, and take it before the Dragon has even thought about. Sten not getting hit this time around, but Busio, Deadly Flourish caught out as he goes golden. Sten is rearing for a hook. Dredge line too early. Curtain call blocked by the clone. A misplay from the support of Heretics. Okay, Dragon still being taken though, but it's about the afterplay. Trayson hit up, flash forward from Yahoo, doesn't get the stun up. Trayson down, chain corruption. Here's the ulti from Seren, and he finds one. Yahoo is yet no. Team Heretics get the Dragon as well. Triple on the board.
Has that belt as well, which is going to heal him when he drops low, so it's, again, like Heretics doing a good job of marking the angles of attack for KC.
Yahoo over the wall. Shao doesn't get the binding down, and there's Seren again. Seren again! The game-winning play maybe, because Baron's up, and Team Heretics have got a pick on the mid lane.
Heretics immediately move over. Shao's going to start it up. They're trying to deny KC access here as Trayson.
They're trying to 5v4. Kana gets rooted down. Sten gets poked out. Yikes looking for a target. Shao is soloing Baron for now. He needs a bit of help as Ice moves over too, but Team Heretics are separated, but it won't matter because KC are pulling off.
No.
Wait, Sten, flash, engage onto Seren. The poke there, and down in an instant goes Yike. Kallis running as well, and they thought, nah, we can keep him from range. But Seren again, lined up with Trayson, and the Heretics are preaching their message.
Kana reset and entering through this bottom half. You've got Seren on a flank as well, which makes this even more difficult. Busio has to try and match, but I don't know. Yeah, you can see the ping. Seren just kind of moving around this vision that KC have established.
But yeah, who's done a lot on the side? Curtain Call's going to start off the fight, but at 5k, the Dragon is already in threat range. Seren now spotted out by a clone. The Curtain Call doesn't do too much either. And Yahoo gets iced down to half HP. 4.5k, Team Heretics, the fight is skirted out. These equalize down in the back. Trayson looks for an angle, but it's stolen. Yike's going to die for it though as Yahoo is found out over the wall. Match, triple flash, they find him. KC now on the run. They've done the dirty work, but the Pop Blossom is kept in place. Best support of the league is taken down a notch as the Heretics are continuing to preach.
It's Dragon for base though. The minions are here, and it's only Kana that is left standing. Heretics have just done it. They have just locked themselves playoffs.
They're the best team in the league. That's what we thought about KC. But what is the best to the Heretics, who now hold hands with the Fanatics alike? We are moving to a different kind of church today. The believers of Team Heretics, step on in. We welcome you. It is a Sunday after all. That Heretics will not let us forget.
What a game from Heretics. The draft was thought through so well, giving over the Varus and the Jace, knowing that they wanted to take that and best at top. And the hyper focus on the bottom lane, the timing on the level 6, everything came together so well for this team.
That is my kind of League of Legends. Heretics, you play like that. And
Picks on either side and the bans. I think G2 have rounded out nicely.
Yeah.
I think Fnatic had windows to try and snooker them, but the Alistair ban isn't really doing it for me. Could have. I don't really think you can, but they're going to desperately try here. Skewmont has made his way to bot side. He didn't actually reset. Razork showing.
Smart pathing here. There's a shrine out for a bit of HP. G2 have to buy time, but Lospert flashes in. Great gank, great dive, but Lospert dies in the process. First blood goes over to Razork. A 1-for-1 as Hans Summons the one who picked up the kill even in death. And Skewmont looks for the kill, now turns to upset. 3 Talon strike on upset. No, doesn't complete. Deadly Flourish dodged away from. Sends himself up with the Vol Breaker. Skewmont manages to get the wind becomes lightning. 3 Talon strike, gets a knock up as well. Razork in trouble as Flighty. He's level 6, but he doesn't want to go in. He's scared as Razork flashes away this game. And with bot being so precarious, a really nice start to G2. And Skewmon will be level 6 soon as well. And we'll see.
Solo queue games.
Yeah.
Because nothing is hitting that man.
Oh no, we're
But
doing
does
this
Skewmon
again.
have the same?
Razork coming in, still has his ulti up and available. Skewmon gets a 3 talent strike. Wind becomes lightning over the wall. The blue is taken away by Razork this time. Dredgeline, but numbers mismatched. G2 had the advantage. Teleport's going to come in from Bloody, but he just uses ulti. Skewmon flashes away from Razork, cease and desist, but Bloody has nothing. You just saw him miss air as Hansama gets a kill. Now Razork has to get out, but he's interrupted. G2 have switched on right when it counts.
G2 have just turned Fnatic off. This has been an army right now. There's nothing Fnatic can do to get past them.
It's a lane kingdom. I mean, this is what you want to see. And we've seen it a couple of games, this split from Caps, but seeing it right here at the very last one is impressive stuff.
She does make it tough. But when this Orianna enters into a side lane, that's where she's at her most vulnerable. But BB.
Flash, but the flashback is even better. Emperor can't escape. Now he's got a 2v1. So well played from Broken Blade. And Skewmon is running the top side of the map too.
And Vladdy nearly died in mid lane as well with Caps in the 1v1.
Yeah.
Had to shuffle away.
Dredgeline comes in. I mean, the 2v2, what are they going to do there? Storm Surge is in position.
Reset on Caps in bot lane. He can TP into this play. G2 want to fight, they know it.
It's Keeper's verdict though. With a teleport coming for a flank, Fnatic need a miracle here. They find a pick and maybe that's it. Everything used in the kitchen sink on Skewmon, and down he goes for a shutdown. Broken Blade is found out with the TB from Emperor, and some relief for the Fnatic.
For both of those top laners, TP's available to try and come through. Actually, it's not Broken Blade resetting. He's just going to sit on bot wave. Fnatic as a group.
Teleport. Oh! Caps! He's down 4 and the Tempered Fate follows up as well. Skewmon's ulti is another big circle. The wall presents itself, and in one fell swoop, the Rat Rebellion seems to be falling short, and instead, G2 just get the perfect combination.
It was the Sleeping Beauty, the 4 dwarfs there, like a shockwave in a bush. What did you expect?
Broken Blade, congratulations, but yeah, Fnatic not only has been out of the woodwork for a while in this game, it now feels so far gone. Empross with the dream play. Teleport in the top side of our map. Empross has no ulti. He's got a Mega Blast Cone as Vladdy tries to take the wave and now sets up the Sun Tower, but G2 want to make the play against the wall. It's a nice setback, but again, Caps keeps him in place. Down, boy, down. Ulti comes through, but Caps buffers again. The best mid lane is going to drop down eventually as Empross gets the shutdown. Hansama the next up as well as Razork finally finds him. Dredgeline buffered, but Skewmon is better. Hansama presses his buttons, and all it takes is Fnatic going in the dirt. Blame him to have your hands in Fnatic. I mean, it's so difficult now. Razork needs to show up or shut up. 6K, 5K, 4K, a steal of the gods here needed. Over the wall, will he go at 3, 2, 1, too late. Kurt called on do too much, Tempered Fate onto Vladdy, and now Magical Journey taking in Emperor. G2 is stacked up though. It's a shockwave again. That's the problem. Razork gets the ulti down, but it's too late. Hansama keeps clearing up. He's the janitor of this game as G2 are on the warpath and Fnatic are in the grey screen.
G2 are marching down mid lane. There's 30-second death timers they won't be able to end, but they can certainly do some damage to the base of Fnatic.
Too true. That comment, too true. Being a Fnatic fan over the years, they're really getting a real look at it here today. The base in tatters. Almost a 12K gold lead and stepped up to the challenge, and they are not going to start missing playoffs all of a sudden because there are new viewers.
But how many fans of G2 are going to breathe a sigh of relief? This G2 has not really been seen all split long. But once again, when the chips are down, when playoffs are on the line, when their hopes of LEC versus are here, they keep going.
Dredgeline is an opportunity. It's a good engagement. Skewmon has a circle of anti-death. Shockwave again. Caps again. Empross comes in late, but the GOAT of Europe stands in the way. Before the team of the people, there was the team of Europe, and it starts with G2 and will end with them as well. LEC versus is over. Lost returners are done. They relied on the wrong damn team. And G2, right when they wanted to make playoffs, they said yes, of course, we'll be there. We always are, and we always will be.
It's on the shoulders of Caps that this G2 team stands. And it's at his feet that Fnatic are bowed. This man took over the game from the mid lane. Absolutely destroying Vladdy in the 1v1. Multi-man shockwaves galore.